So how do you feel today? Because I'm driving the Citroen C3 Shine, not the Feel. I don't know what's up with this brand and the naming conventions linked to grammar, but this is the Shine and the PureTech 1.2 liter turbo or PureTech turbo engine. This is the Citroen C3 Shine, and if this is your first time watching, my name is Fakier and welcome to my channel. So the C3 Shine is the top of the range vehicle in the C3 lineup, and it is a 1.2 liter turbo. You're looking at 81 kilowatts of power and 205 newton meters of torque. As you can see, these beautiful daytime running lights, LED lights, and you can see that it's basically very kind of fashionable. I really enjoy the look of this car. I think it's absolutely attractive, and it's definitely not unique. I mean, it's definitely more unique for everybody wanting a vehicle that's your ordinary hatchback and avoiding a Kia Rio or a Polo. This is definitely your car of choice. So as you can see, you've got these white decals, basically that accentuates the body along that black kind of the black decals, and those white decals that's stuck on those black finishes basically make it really stand out. And I think that you might see this car and think that, wow, it's a funny looking car, but looking at the exterior, as you can see, it seems very futuristic, and I think the play on the lights and the quirky designs that might look funny to many, I think driving it you feel quite cool because you know that many people don't have a car like this, and it really screams premium, or kind of sophisticated as an individual. Now looking at the price of this car, it's around 335,000 Rand depending on when you're purchasing it, and it's definitely a good bang for buck, I would say, especially considering that this is the top of the range vehicle for the C3 lineup. And you're getting a turbo engine, you can definitely feel that. I mean, 205 newton meters of torque, it's not a little for this price range in a 1.2 liter, and I can definitely feel the drive is extremely smooth. Now heading on in the front or inside the vehicle, you've got your steering controls, you've got cruise control and your volume rockers. Of course, you can toggle on your playlist and your sources, and it's not too invasive and not too much to handle. It's very straight up. I must say, however, I'm not such a fan of the cruise control specifically. The switches are, I find, located in a funny area, and it's not quite friendly or ergonomically friendly for the driver at the hand. And looking at the front, especially, or the dash, looking at the dash, you can see that there is a beautiful infotainment system. However, it's kind of tricky because you actually navigate for your stop and start as well for this model. And even though this is the top of the range model, there's no keyless entry, which I find a little bit like, I don't want to use the term funny, but I always mention that keyless entry should be like a general welcome in a top model vehicle, especially in 2021. As you can see, the seating is very comfy. Oh, and let me talk about that fuel consumption, because we're looking at around 7 liters per 100 kilometers. Now getting back to the seats and the interior, you can see it's fabric seats and it's really cushiony. It has that kind of racing seat shape for your touche, and I must say it is very comfortable. The fabric is definitely not cheap, and everything in this car seems very premium. I specifically want to pay attention to that grey finish on the door handle. It's leather, not leatherette, and it kind of feels like a couch, and it doesn't actually feel flimsy, even though it has this kind of funny finishes. On the Shine model specifically, you've got ISOFIX in the back on both sides of the vehicle, and then you've also got 300 liters of boot capacity. At the back, and that's very decent, I must say, for a car of this size or shape. And even though I think the car is decently priced. I think it's a very, very, very well-rounded price. You get a 5-year warranty from Citroen, whichever you like to say, tomato. And yeah, I think it's a really good offer in the hatchback segment. So if you are looking for a Citroen, this is definitely it. So that's the Citroen C3 Shine. If this is your first time watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.